6'7", number 1, LaMelo.
Welcome to the New Year's Eve festivities here on 2K Sports. We're ready to bring the year to a close in style. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Warriors, hasn't been a banner year thus far, but they're clinging to that 8th spot in the conference.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Sharpshooters Curry and Hield pair as the backcourt. Down low to be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. And for the Hornets, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. With the new year approaching, so is the trade deadline, Grant.
Yeah, it's sooner than you think, too, B.A. Some teams will have a new look in the new year. And, of course, that's just the business of basketball, as they say.
He gets it in there.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
Back to Curry. Uses the glass on the layup.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7", or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Green finds Butler. Outside Curry. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Colin Sexton's checked in for Charlotte. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Ball outside. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Curry passes to Hield, and here's Butler outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Zero hesitation from Jimmy. Shot ready on the catch. Nicely done.
Bridges outside. Unloads from 13, and he connects with a jumper. Bridges has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Ball passes to Bridges. Over Butler. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Curry, no good. Hornets trail by 3. Ball looks over the floor. He can't get it to go. The 3 from Curry. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors ahead. They're up by 3. And back to the start of the 2nd quarter in just a moment. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. Okay, thanks for the report, Shams. Josh Green out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's James. And it's Diabate in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Hornets 5. Miller's checked in for James. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Outside Pajemski. Back to Kuminga. Lets it go from deep. Diabate grabs the board. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 1. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
That's a game they know they probably could have won. And had a few more things gone their way, they would have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good. But the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments. And that's something you've got to figure out moving forward. Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you, Brian.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you. Down low. Horford can't hit.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Checked in for Bridges. Knipple comes in for Green. And the mellow ball is subbed in for Sexton. Here's Diabate. Still no points. Pass to Knipple. From deep. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Stephen Curry a little bit undersized, but he is so slippery once he's in the paint.
Now here's Ball. 26 points for him last game against Milwaukee. In tight, LaMelo.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Butler's got 6.
Well, never one to force up a 3. Jimmy Butler judiciously will take a 3-point opportunity. That is a nice delivery.
Diabate takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Now here's Hield. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And here's Curry for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Well, doing it like only he can. Stephen Curry's accuracy is something to watch.
3 seconds left. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
17. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan and court shot. One more. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for our contestants.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quick.
Well, I think for the Warriors, guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers.
And let's take a glance now at the Golden State Warriors. They're in a close one so far.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just force it.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And one thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being, you have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. If you stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
So on the floor for Golden State. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Sharpshooters Curry and Hield pair as the backcourt. There's Ball with a three. The shot won't fall.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Guys, back to you.
That's his superpower. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Green in the post. No made baskets yet. And here's Butler outside. Ball with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And with new ownership and a new front office, some hope that the Hornets can get going, Doris.
Well, they need to, B.A., because it has been a long, slow history of a lack of success, and that can really wear out a fan base. Here's what we know. In the modern NBA, you have to begin with great ownership, and then your front office has to make really smart decisions. Draft well. Make key trades, the acquisition of key veterans. And then your coaching staff has got to buy in. So much goes into this.
Miller outside. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Oh, Green with a block.
It's simply fantastic defense by Green. His energy on this end is invaluable.
And Charlotte making a change here. Sexton's checked in, and the Warriors make some changes. Pass to Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in. Bridges has got 8.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
When you look at his true shooting percentage, it's really been impressive over the last 10 games. He's playing to his strengths, taking smart shots, and we'll see if he can keep this momentum going.
58 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Pajemski. Here's the pick. Over to the left wing. And the Warriors with another three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Bridges outside. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. Outside for Sexton. Puts up a 3. Launches a 3. Drains the triple. Sexton's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Pajimski. And here's Kuminga for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. 3/4 of play and a close one here. The Warriors on top, leading by a point. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3/4 behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Hall and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
LaMelo! Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. The Warriors lead by 4. Now a pass to Horford.
You know, if you give him the opportunity, Al Horford will seek contact. He wants to get to the line.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Horford hits them both.
When you think about Al Horford, you think about a guy who entered the league with a maturity beyond his years. And now consider, guys, we've been talking about high-level play for over a decade in the NBA. What a career.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Outside Curry. He's off from 3. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 4-point game. Oh, putting in work inside.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Curry outside. Beyond the arc. Oh, Curry. A sick triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
It's good from beyond the arc.
High stakes moment, and Miles Bridges does not shy away. Go ahead, young sir.
A minute 15 left in the fourth. Miller against Hield. Curry buries it from outside.
One of the best ever at embracing big moments. Steph up to the challenge.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Green's checked in for the Warriors. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Miles Bridges has talked about wanting to be that guy. Yes, sir.
Here's Golden State. 3-point lead. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
30 seconds left in the game. Butler, a screen on ball. Curry fires. Oh, he misses the deep three. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Looking to even the score with a huge three.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And that's an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, huge trip there. Now you have got to defend that three-point line.
Oh, missed on the tray. To tie it up. Misses the 3. And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
so naturally. I said, now that you've learned the deal, let me